Hello, boys. How are you?
All right, John, you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Go on, what do you want to say?
What it is, I think Cundy was a bit wrong about saying Slot got it wrong, because what it is that obviously the teams have got a squad of 24 players, and if you have Salah and all the other big names, Van Dijk and that, sat in the team on the bench, if they come on, get injured, people will be slagging Slot off, saying, why did he bring them on?
You're losing 1-0.
Yeah, I know we're losing 1-0, but you've still got youngsters there that are still in the squad that still need to get the experience.
He went out. I mean, I've not said he disrespected. What I've said, he underestimated.
You might underestimate him, but the thing is, obviously, he's a foreign manager and he's fourth season in the English league. He probably doesn't know the history of the FA Cup.
I'm sure he does.
Still, well, I don't know.
Listen, I agree with you, John. I just think, the players that he put out were good enough to beat Plymouth. You've got 11 players on the pitch, and they should get the job done. And they should be winning the game 2-3-0, let alone having to bring players on. And Salah shouldn't have to bring any players on. He should win that game 2-3-0, and then bring the young lads on and give them experience. It's gone against him because the players on the pitch didn't perform.
No, that's right. They didn't. They were terrible. But the thing is, if he won that game yesterday, people would be saying, "Oh, he was a genius by using the youngsters." But
he didn't win the game. And I'm using the example of where Pep actually brought on Foden and De Bruyne and changed the game.
I know, but you keep using that stick, mate.
I know, but then you look at the result.
But in a different position, though.
Come on, there is the effort that you put in to beat Plymouth. Let's be honest here. It should not affect what goes on for the rest of the season, should it?
Well, no, we shouldn't. But the thing is, isn't the beauty of the FA Cup with the underdog winning?
Okay, so you're happy. You don't mind losing then?
No, I don't, because I like having the underdog.
So you weren't that bothered then?
No, not really, no.
You weren't that bothered by getting knocked out of the FA Cup by Plymouth?
They've got bigger fish to fry this season, mate. Come on, they can't win everything.
It's the FA Cup,
I know,
mate.
it's the FA Cup, but the Carabao Cup's, they're in the final.
I know.
They've got Champions League and the Premier League. I don't really understand.
Result for them, mate. It is away at Plymouth.
Listen, it's a bad result.
It's the fourth time it's happened in history.
Is give players an opportunity to start the game, and they haven't produced.
Right, well, then you put off the bench.
What it does ask is the question is what they're going to do without Salah, Van Dijk and Trent if they don't sign the contracts.
It's a very good question. Very good question. But, I looking back now, Slot, if he was sat in now, there's no way he wouldn't have Salah on that bench. Salah going to Plymouth, and then sitting on the bench.
I know, but he might have wanted Salah. And Salah's probably turn around to him and say, Gaffer, I'm knackered.
Well, Gaffer, I'm off in the summer. What did he say? Sorry, what did you say he said?
He's knackered. Say, Gaffer, I'm
off in the summer. I couldn't care less. Is that what you're saying? He said.
No, he said, "Oh, Gaffer, I'm knackered."
Yeah.
Give me.
I've won it. I couldn't care less, Gaffer. No, I just think the Slot. I'm not saying disrespect because I understand what Slot's done. What he did, he underestimated the FA Cup, and he'll learn next season. Next season, you watch Slot when he goes into games like that. He'll go with his bench armed.
Okay, all right. John, thanks for your call. Ange Postecoglou spoke to the media after they were dumped out of the FA Cup at Villa. He was asked what the main issue has been for his side this season.
Look, I don't know how else to explain it, right? So I really don't know how else to explain it other than if you can't see that this team is just trying its hardest to play under the most extreme 2.5 months of asking 18-year-olds and 17-year-olds and senior players with no rest to play Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday, Thursday, Sunday. I'll keep going for 2.5 months. And if you think that is not at all a factor of how this team is performing right now, then there's nothing else I can say. It can't be that people think that that's an excuse. That's just not anywhere near close to objective analysis. That's just agenda-driven stuff. If it's to get rid of me, then that's fine. Good on you. Go for it a million times.
I mean, the problem he's got there, Ange, is that here's the question: why are there so many injuries? Why? Surely the bigger question is, you're part of this.
Yeah,
Your
I
back room. There's a feet.
I think he's caused half of these issues. That's the way he wants to play.
Right. Well, that's the question. And teams have had injuries. And he goes on. Durham done the show earlier, and Ada was talking about that. This is not just this period. These results have been happening for well over a year. Why are you playing on? Like,
I can't believe he's getting violin.
Getting violin. I couldn't care less about Spurs. Nobody carries on. Go on, you talk.
No, go on. Yeah, I like it.
Good. I'm glad they're getting knocked out. I'm glad they're struggling. It's horrible when I'm part of me.
It is hard at the moment being a Spurs fan. Let's go to Andrew, who's a Spurs fan. Andrew?
Yeah, good evening, gentlemen. Great dynamic again, as ever. Thanks very much for having me on. Can I just say, warm balls are found on Wimbledon Common, so they do exist.
Warm balls. Well, I'm from Wimbledon.
Yeah.
I'm the Womble.
Warm balls everywhere.
I'm the Womble from Wimbledon.
Right, the two things. VAR. Let's get serious.
Oh.
So VAR, you've got to remember, and this is where I don't know whether you're joking or not, Jason, but Jamie, VAR was brought in because referees were getting it wrong, and yes, it's not working, but let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater. Let's get the process right and get the decisions right, and then we'll all be happy, because nobody was ever happy when we didn't have it.
I know, mate, but the decisions are still subjective. You know, there's still uproar about VAR decisions. There's still wrong decisions. It's still a referee making a decision in a room.
Yeah.
You know that with all, it doesn't matter how much technology you've got, how much time you've got, they still get the decision wrong. So
the marginal decisions they can get wrong. I get that.
No, but
Harry Maguire being offside is never a goal in a million years, and I feel for the Leicester fans. I mean, you know,
no, mate, but don't you miss the jeopardy of them situations sometimes? I mean, we never moaned about it. I mean, maybe we did, but there wasn't too much moaning about decisions going your way and some not. You just got on with it.
I think it sort of, when they were in the limelight, when referees were in the limelight, they were getting hassle left, right, and centre for getting decisions wrong. So VAR was brought in to get over that. Now, it's not working, that's fair enough, but they've got to sharpen their pencils on it. They've just got to get it right. But don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know, we are where we are, and it could work. There's no reason why it can't work. It's just got to get the decisions right.
I just don't think it's ever going to be how you want it to be. The game's changed so much. And technology's taken over football. And I just, you know, it's just a bit of nostalgia that I miss. I just miss football being played.
No,
and then just get on with the game, and officials get decisions wrong.
Too much money, mate.
I know, but that's the problem. That is the problem. I enjoy the Carabao Cup. I enjoy the FA Cup just because there hasn't been VAR.
I know, but you know what it's like, right? Here's what it's like. Like when you've been like with your partner for a while, right? You've been out, you know, and all of a sudden you get a night out with the lads,
right? And
there's no VAR around you.
Right.
You enjoy it. Right. So when you go out with the lads,
right?
And there's no cameras, there's no VAR,
right?
You know, you get, you know.
What?
Yeah, you're getting offside goal.
Yeah.
I can tell. You've been there, Andrew, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? You've been,
I've got my wife listening.
No. How long have you been married, Andrew? How long have you been married?
Well, actually, we're childhood sweethearts. So,
yeah. Well, even better. You're a perfect example. How long have you been together?
Oh, crikey. Yeah. Well, I'm 60 this month.
You're 60 this month. Has he been together since how long?
Since he was about 2. Right. We both went our separate ways. I joined the RAF, and my wife now went off to Turkey to live. So we went our separate ways, and we came back together about 10 years ago.
10 years ago. Right. Okay. So you've been together for 10 years.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I mean, look, you go for a little night out with the lads, a couple of drinks. The wife's gone back to Turkey for a couple of days. Right. There's no VAR. You know, you can just make a few mistakes and get away with it.
No. Man of honour.
No, I'm not.
I don't know where you're going with this argument. What point
Andrew knows exactly where I'm going, didn't you, Andrew?
And while I've got you, let's talk Spurs and Postecoglou.
Yeah.
Is his time up, or do we just keep letting him get away with it because he keeps talking about, injuries and...
I think in a different world, he'd probably have gone. I think our biggest problem is nobody out there. Carlo Ancelotti was on earlier, Now, as far as I'm aware, his contract at Real Madrid runs out at the end of the year. There's no way we can put Ryan Mason back in charge to the end of the year and go looking for somebody like Carlo Ancelotti. You know, we need somebody who would take over straight away. For starters, we're too near the bottom, so we need to start winning games. Are we going to find anybody who's going to be able to turn that around, or are we going to rely on Ryan? I don't think it works. I think we have to keep Ange reassessed in the summer.
Well, I think you're right. It's just this constant pressure that poor old Ange is under. We just played the video there. Poor old Ange, he's rubbing his face. You know, like when you wake up and you want to wash your face with that cold water just to wake yourself up. He's doing that. He's like he's losing the will, isn't he?
Yeah, I know. But you've got to find a way. You're a manager of a football club. You've got to find a way of getting results.
I know, but like I said, that first 20 minutes where
all over the place.
Ramsey was finding
Rodgers,
McGinn was finding so much space in the middle of the park. And you've got Bergvall, and you've got who's your other mate in the middle of the park that went
Kulusevski.
Well, he put Kulusevski at number 10. He put him out to the right, put Mikey Moore on.
No, he took Mikey Moore off, and put Basuma
on. Put Basuma on.
Yeah, I know.
You know, in the middle of the park was so open.
I'm so bored about talking about Tottenham. Honestly, it's a killer. I just want the season to end.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.